There we go. There we go. And muting myself, moving the chat over there. Hello, welcome back. So this is going to be part 2 of the dev stream. I should pull that up. I am trying to make something for the UCSC Alumni Summer Jam 3. The theme is inseparable. And I guess what I thought of initially when I heard that theme, what I've been kind of focusing on lately is figuring out what parts of yourself are inseparable, perhaps, and learning to accept and then ideally love those parts, because you're stuck with them. You want that to be a good relationship. So taking that idea, I've got this idea for an AR experience where you would scan the floor, and then on the floor we're going to place sort of like a meditation labyrinth, and you're going to go through the labyrinth, and as you're entering it for the first time, I've written short paragraphs, so the first paragraph will kind of be spread out through here, and that will be kind of acknowledging the insecurity. And then as you reach the center here, I want there to be a kind of a state change. I'm thinking there'll be some tilt brush art in the middle here that we'll do. And then that'll shift in some way, or we'll have cool particle effects. I don't know. But then on your journey outward, it'll be the next paragraph, which is about acceptance. And then you'll make your way back out. And I have 3 sets of these. Ideally, we write the code for 1. It should work for all 3. Where we left off last night, I kind of brought in that picture of the labyrinth and then dragged this spline all along it. And then started to get to the text parsing. So I copied and pasted those paragraphs in as strings. And then I was having some issues with parsing the string, which is surprising. It seems to be because I was trying to store them as string arrays inside of a struct, which just was not working. As soon as I moved the string array outside of that and just into the general class, as you can see, it's working nicely. So we'll be going from there. That's the general long and short of it. I think we're still looking pretty good with the different tasks at hand. Still no name for this yet. So I've got what claims to be a copyright-free lo-fi playlist, hoping that's the case. But I'm going to have that going while I work. I've got some tea down here, so I'll be backing off from the mic when I'm sipping that, so you don't hear the slurping, ideally. Let's go for it. And I think the music was like a little low in the mix last time, so I'm going to boost that up a bit.
You should go now. Run. No, I won't leave you here. We can run together. Listen, if we run together, they will shoot us from behind. We both die.
Okay, so now that we're getting the words in this array, what I want to do is look at how many words there are, and then divide the index that particular word is by the total amount to get the percentage from 0 to 1 of the way through the paragraph that word is, and then take that number and apply it along this curve so that it will be along that curve the same percentage. So ideally, if these paragraphs aren't too long, it will nicely lay out the paragraph along the path for the user. That'd be, if that works perfectly, that would be great. Otherwise, we'll have to maybe revisit some things. So since we have that parsed, let's do that. So I believe there is a nice function inside of this Bezier Spline class that should give us a point based off of normalized time, which is what we would want, I believe. Get point normalized t. Yeah, this one here. I think that's what we want. So, okay. Actually, I guess first step is we need to take these strings and then spawn them as TextMesh Pro objects. And then once we have those objects, then we can position those objects. So first things first. Yeah, I think I'm going to create a TextMesh Pro prefab maybe, and then we'll go from that. I guess it's just a component. That's fine. We want just general text. Okay. Is it... Make sure let's get the essentials. Okay. Cool. And let's put some stuff in there so we can take a look at what we're getting. Text, detext. Cool. And that exists in 3D space. Excellent. Cool. So first thing, this is massive compared to our spline here. So we're just gonna shrink that down. I think that's a general good size. So the position will get adjusted later anyway. It's fine. So yeah, let's make that our prefab. Cool. So next we're going to add a public game object reference here so that we can drop in that prefab. I guess that's in text spawning category, that's fine. Come on. There we go. Cool. I guess other thing we would need would be access to the spline itself. So we need to add Bezier's solution as a library that we're using so that we can do that. It also should be pretty simple. Bezier spline. Spline. Two. Why are there two? Why are there two? Okay, we'll just leave that one turned off for now. Bizarre. Okay, cool. So now we have the word prefab and the spline. So then, okay, select, and that's parsing there for sure. I guess first things first, we'll just, let's just spawn all of these words on top of each other just to do that. I'm really having to move where my hands usually are on a keyboard because I have this mic here is taped on top of a gigantic wine bottle just to ruin the illusion really quick. Never gonna drink that, it's too massive. And then tea. So they're both right where my hand should be, so I'm having to like arc my way around there. Not the best ergonomics. Take care of your wrists, everyone. I've got some wrist wraps I use quite a bit. Anyway, getting to it. Words to use is the name of our array here. So we're just going to iterate through there. The ideal thing to do would be to have references to the words we're spawning, probably. So I guess we'll just do that just to have it. We'll make that a list. Do we want TextMesh? I'm trying to think if we would do anything with TextMesh Pro in there. We might. So we'll add a reference to the TextMesh Pro library, TM Pro, as well, and then this will be a list of Text Mesh Pro objects, and that should be fine. Yeah. Okay. So now what we're doing is we are going to instantiate the word prefab, and we'll just do it at, you know, a zeroed out location for now. Cool. We're going to get a reference to the object we're spawning, so that we can then add to the words array we have its Text Mesh Pro object. Okay, I don't love the way I'm doing this, but since we now have reference to that Text Mesh Pro object, usually I would say to have that be its own reference, but hey, it's inside the list. This will work. We have reference to that, so then we can set its text equal to the words to use string in that array at that position. So this should spawn all of the words in a single position inside of each other. So this should be a little wild if this works. So kapow. Beautiful. Don't you feel better already? Like you went on a journey of acceptance. I mean, if this was on like a background environment in some sci-fi setting, I'd believe that. You know, that looks vaguely like words. Okay. I'm just gonna blow my nose really quickly. The hot tea always gets the sinuses going. All right, cool. So I think just another cleanliness thing for myself as we're debugging this, I'm going to make the names of these objects equal to the words we're going to assign them, just so when I look at them in the hierarchy, I can tell what exactly is happening there. And just to show you what that looks like, should spawn, and then they should, yeah, now they have those names like that. I think other thing I would want to do is to give them a parent. Trying to decide if they should be children of this. I think that works for now, and then if we don't want that later, we can always change that. I always have to look this up. There's a lot of versions of this instantiate function that we call. One of them, for sure, makes it so that you can spawn them and will have that object as their parent. Okay, so the longer one does allow for that. Cool. Yeah. Sometimes it's the second argument, and in this case it would be the fourth one. Cool, cool, cool. So we'll just add the transform of this text spawner. And now when they spawn, they will all be children there, which will be very nice because then I can just, yeah, then they're already collapsed inside. And then if I want to see them, they're in there. So nice, clean. Got to keep your project clean because you never know how long you'll be working in it. It's always a surprise. All right, it's going to save. I feel like that's pretty good. And I guess the next thing we'll do is we'll start to spawn them along the spline like we want. That'll be cool. Okay, so fingers crossed this this function works like I remember. Otherwise, maybe I should have had coffee other than tea. We'll find out. Get point. Yeah, that's what we want. Get point. Okay. Yeah, so maybe since we're already going to be changing all this, we'll just say transform here, and then we will try that get point thing. Let's see how that works. So that would be word obj dot transform dot position equals spline get point normalized t, so that would be I divided by, and let's make sure that's a float, I divided by words to use dot length. You want to make sure that it's a float that you're dividing by, because otherwise it will not be a decimal value, so we won't be passing in that normalized value from 0 to 1. It would just simplify to 0 or 1, which is not what we want. So maybe we did it, you know? Maybe this will just be beautiful. It'll be perfect. Oh, look at that. Okay. That's not bad. I don't hate that. Okay. I feel like their position isn't quite what I had in mind. They are rect transforms, so I'm trying to figure out if that has anything to do with it. Because they're a bit off over here, right? Let me take a look at the prefab. The local position's zeroed out, so that's probably not it. Oh, you know what? I think the text is not centered, so that's probably what's giving it that appearance. So let's try that. Okay, that's already looking much better. Yeah. I'm gonna say the position along the spine is fine. Next up, and a little bit trickier, will be rotating them with the spline. Yeah, because it's not doing that. One option that I'm thinking about is maybe they could just be billboarded to the screen, so they're always just facing the screen of the user. That might be one solution here, because I don't know that this get point has a... Oh, maybe it's get tangent. Maybe that's what we want. Maybe it's that simple. I would love if it's that simple. Just confirming get length, my nearest point. Yeah, let's just assume that get tangent is going to be a nice Euler angle rotation that we would want. Pretty please. Let's find out. Dot transform dot Euler angles equals and tangent. Cool. I would love if this just works. That would be so cool. Oh, did it just work? I think it just worked. Nice. Cool. All right. I think this task is about done. So let's demo it. Let's do a little fly through here. So oh, see this? That feels backwards to me, maybe. Learning, that's okay. Is that backwards? Let me go to learning. Yeah, that's totally backwards. Okay. See, now we need to get funky with an Euler angle. That's not usually great. This is going to be a little fudgy. I guess we would just be flipping along a single axis. That's probably not too bad. Looks like it's the local z-axis. We need to flip it along. Okay. So just to humor myself, that would be vector 3 dot forward, or I guess backward would make it negative. So dot back and then 180. So this is producing a vector 3 that's 0, 0, 1, basically acting like a mask. So we're only affecting the z-axis. Actually, we want to make sure that that's on the local axis, because the world axis z is constant. But since we're rotating these words along the splines, all of them will have different local axes that we actually want to be flipping them along. So let's start from the beginning and let's see if we did that about right. So these gizmos are making this difficult. Oh, but we need some of the gizmos. Okay, whatever. Oh, that's worse. Okay. Yeah, classic mistake. Looking at the positioning gizmo to determine the axes and not the rotation. It looks like we maybe want to do this in the x-axis, which is not too bad. If we just change that from back to left, and that makes it so the mask is now affecting the x-axis instead of the z. I think this time for sure. Nope. Never mind. Interesting that that's pretty similar though. What do you want? No? Okay. It looks like it wants the y-axis. Okay. Is it down? Would down make you happy? Hey, okay. I think we got it. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I'm learning, and then we round this curve here. That am looks backwards. Interesting. I know I did swap control points on some of these sometimes. I wonder if that's going to make it so each one is maybe rotated opposite if I did the swap in there. Let's take this off. Let's remove that as a factor. Yeah, okay. So the other thing I can do with this is just to see this in action. If I could spawn in a word and then, sure, that's fine. And then we give it Bezier Walker by speed. So this is the thing, is this class by default doesn't have a by position Bezier Walker. It has by speed and by time. In another project I made it so that there was one that would do it proportionally like I'm trying to do. That's ideally what I want here. I unfortunately don't have access to that code, so I'm trying to make do. So what this should do is it should travel along the curve, although last night I was observing interesting behavior here where it's starting at the end there, which I honestly think is part of the issue here. So I guess I'll set this to ping pong and I'll really slow it down just to see how it travels. So we're going to wait for it to come back here and then we're going to watch it go forward. Or do that. I really hope this curve isn't cursed. That would be bad. Because like my gut is telling me that if we just went through and flipped the indices of all these points so that this was the end and that was the start, technically, even though this is the start and that's the end, how the indices currently are working, just by this really strange behavior I'm observing, yeah, that would fix what we're seeing. Because as soon as it reaches here, it's donezo. It is not interested at all. So we're going to set it to a slow speed and we're just going to watch it move along. Okay, so this one is just consistently backwards. So maybe the thing to do actually would be, we can create an empty object and we'll have that be the word parent, and then we'll have the word be a child of that, and then we'll just flip the child, and then we'll make that the new word prefab. Let me just unpack this really quick. So we can delete that, and then that's now our word prefab. Cool. Gonna add that new word prefab reference here. And then lastly, just to compensate for having there being a parent between this line here, we're gonna add a line where we access the transform of the word prefab we spawn, and then ask to get the component from its child, which is just one level below. So hopefully everything's rotated nicely now. Okay. Let's find out why. Oh. Looks like the scaling might have gotten massive. That's okay. Or maybe it's fine. I love, cool. Big text. Learning, yay. Yeah. Oh. Wait, maybe move along spline is what we actually want. Let's try that. Okay, so instead of doing all these, we can just say move along spline. Maybe this ref will break it though. We'll try it. Not sure what to throw in there for the delta movement because I'm not exactly trying to make this huge thing. Let's just say 0 since there wouldn't be any delta maybe. And the last one is default, so we can leave that be. Fingers crossed this does it. I think for this one they should all appear backwards if it's working. I love learning. I am. Oh, a null reference. Okay. Has it just been there? No. It showed up. Is your walker with speed? Who has walker with speed? No, that was just there. Okay. I'm trying to think of the best way to handle this. Don't want to hard code it. I guess one way to test this actually would be, okay, who is causing the null reference? Who still has a walker in this text, or in this scene? Is there one on this prefab? Oh, there it is, yeah. That would do something. Okay. So, let me turn this on so I don't have to keep turning it on. I'm going to try spawning in that other paragraph just to see if the words that come out of there are also flipped along those same regions. I suspect that they would be. So we're entering here. People do have their own. Okay. Yeah, they do just end up flipped sometimes. So let's take a look at this spline here, see if there's anything we can do. Like maybe I can, I don't know, mirror. Do I want to mirror these? I want to swap control points. That's gonna make it whack. Unless I need to just, do that, and then I need to bring the sprite back so I can see how we're mapping along it. So it looks like I need to move that a bit more. Yeah, not much I can do there with the way this point is. Yep. Okay, so I think that's probably going to be our solution, is some of these control points just need to be flipped. No? Was it not 0.6? Is it 0.5 that's the problem? Okay, well, let's see how it keeps going. And no, it still seems like it's backwards over there too. Hmm. Just gonna swap those. Oh, weird. Usually when I was making this spline, I had one right there. But this will have to do, I suppose. Their own lives. And, okay, and then we'll swap 0.7. And that will be the real test, I think, is figuring out if that swapping matters or not. And no, it just, okay. Yeah, one possibility here is we can always pivot to the circle idea. I would like to get this working though. So we do have this duplicate version of the spline here. So I'm gonna try just auto-constructing. It's really affecting the shape in a way I don't love, but I'm just curious to see if the spline package thinks that the way I formatted things is not how it should be formatted. Nope, still backwards there. So is it just going to be backwards for most things? Kinda. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll just rely on the billboarding to fix this. So I guess that will be the next task. So we'll just delete that, and that'll be our spline there. And we'll set it to do this again. Cool. So, yeah, let me change the task we're doing then. Cool. All right, so we are now going to be billboarding the text. This should be some pretty simple ways to do this. No, I don't want the camera to do it. Oh, okay. I could look at the camera maybe. I'm kind of worried that kind of worried that doing this billboarding technique might not translate one-to-one when we go to AR, just because I found some of those cameras can behave differently. But we'll find out. We'll find out. So I think the smart thing to do here would be to make a new script that will billboard to camera. Axis. I see. Okay. Yeah, let's just do vector 3.up. Let's try that. So we're going to look at the camera transform, and we're just going to try doing vector 3.up. Let's see how that feels. And cool. So then we're going to go to our word prefab. We're going to add that new billboarding class. We're going to throw a reference to the camera. Please let them all spawn with a reference to the camera. No. Fine. Okay. So, rather than all of them having to find it, I suppose we'll just throw that on here. Why not? And when they spawn them, we will get the billboard component, and we will set its camera reference to the camera reference this class will have, and everything should be hunky-dory. Text spawner, main camera, bam, and kapow. Ooh, unassigned reference. Oh boy. Did not get assigned. Okay. Words. Is it word obj? Is that what I need? Yeah, because the words, the thing I'm accessing here is the child of the prefab. So I need word obj. Word obj is the parent. Okay, and they are not rotating at all. Look at me. Look at me. Okay. Oh, transformed opposition. Is that what I need? That makes sense. Was that throwing errors? Or was that just letting that happen? Okay. If it was just letting it happen, do you think that would mean it was working? So, I'm still not seeing them rotating, but maybe main camera isn't being rotated by me moving the scene camera. So main camera, let's try rotating. Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, this might be fine. Cool. Let's say we did that. I think that works. Just gonna clean this up a little bit. Words. Yep. Leave some comments for myself, I suppose. Cool. There we go. That's cleaned up. So I think we can say that this larger task we've been doing, spawn words on curve, donezo. Putting that in the done category. So what are we up to next? Let's see. We got lerp color, hug interaction. I think another aspect of this that shouldn't be dismissed as AR. One thing I'm worried about with this is that it's not going to work in a small space. So maybe the thing to do would be to try integrating what we have now into AR just to see what that looks like. And then if the words are spawning okay, then we will move on to the tilt brush stuff. I think that makes sense. So cool. So I'm going to save this spline as a prefab as well, because I think we're going to be moving scenes now. Got a headache starting. I have had not as much coffee as I usually do in a day. So I think I'm gonna go take a Tylenol really quick. I'll be right back. I think the next thing we'll be doing is taking the AR Foundation sample scene for placing an object on a plane, and then making that be for spawning the labyrinth, and then we'll see how the scale of that is. Often getting the scale right on your AR scene takes a little bit of time, so we'll figure that out. So I guess first things first, see if I can get that sample scene from the package manager. I think they may have added that. It might still be only on the GitHub. Pretty please? No? Okay. Guess we go to the GitHub. Oh, actually, I bet I have that downloaded already. Let's take a look. What do I have installed? So I have a Unity folder there. Up. Bingo. That's what we want. We want plane detection. That's probably it. So I'm going to say probably the smart thing to do here would be we close this project and we're going to open that project there. And then we're going to export that scene and its required assets as a package. I'm just seeing, okay. Fingers crossed that's actually it. I've downloaded the sample package a number of times and then just use that as a basis for projects. So it could be this is not the sample package and it's something else, but it probably has what we need. We'll find out. So let me update the OBS list here of what we're doing. We are stuff. Technical term, stuff. Okay. So face mesh, we don't want face mesh. We want plane detection. I really like the feathered plane. So cool. So we'll just say assets, export package, a feathered plane. Nice. We don't need collaboration. We really don't need most of these. That might be handy. Probably don't need it though. Definitely need that. Not the worst to have, but I don't think... Yeah, there's nothing about point clouds in here. We don't need all that, but we maybe need some of it. That one maybe. Don't need multi-peer. Yeah, we'll have some just extra, scripts that we're not going to use. That's okay. So yeah, let's export that. Put it into Unity Packages folder. Just for my own curiosity, what's in here? So AR session, AR input manager, plane manager, session origin, camera manager, camera background. So let me just make a list of that. I'm gonna try and keep that jam project we have super clean. So I'm gonna try just importing what's in the scene into my project, and then if that doesn't work, we can just import everything else. That's okay. So we definitely already have session and session origin, I'm pretty sure. We might not have plane manager. Don't have Well, we might have these other things. And then the other thing to check is the feathered plane that will be spawned. That needs AR plane mesh visualizer, AR feathered plane mesh visualizer. Cool. So let's see what happens when we import that into the Jam project. Digging these tunes, they're nice. See how we're doing in the playlist. Cool, we're still in the copyright free zone. My ideal state of being. Okay. So let's import that package. And then let's prune it a little bit. So let's just take that out. Sure. Sure. Honestly, we can have that. Let me move this list. I'll put it right next to it on the screen here, because Unity will keep freezing it. So let's say we're not going to import anything, just to clean it up. And then we want that. We might want that. We do want that. Let's add those prefabs just in case. Oh, is there already a feathered plane in this Unity package? Oh well. Plane manager. I think most of these are already just a part of the AR Foundation library that we already installed. So we might be fine. Feathered plane mesh visualizer. Nope, that's there. So we do need that. And AR plane, already got that. AR. There's just a mesh visualizer. Looks like that's fine. Camera, no. Are we good? Oh, place on plane. We definitely want that. That sounds good. That also sounds good. That also sounds good. Let's grab those. Why not? That could be nice. Don't really need those. Might be nice. Definitely need that. Okay, let's try importing those. Let's see if that's everything we need. Hopefully. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, so I guess the next thing we need to do is just switch platform to Android. So this might take a minute. Yeah, the next part of this might be figuring out what other project settings the sample projects had. Because it might be that there's some other settings we need to tweak before this will build properly. So yeah, this is just going to be doing this for a little bit, but there's not too much in this project, so we should be fine. Yeah, honestly, it looks like the biggest thing is the example assets in this project, which can honestly, I can just delete those. We don't need those. I'm looking at what's around on my desk. It's a tough Korra for you. Just started rewatching Korra, just finished rewatching Avatar. I can see why a lot of people bounced off of it. It's pro bending just feels so different than anything else in that original show, combined with it's a lot of things that are very different. Yeah. Okay. Looks like some of those scripts we added, maybe just this one in particular, screen space. I'm gonna take out screen space. That's part of the issue. I felt like I was building up to a coherent thought on Korra, and no, not yet. I'm still going through and watching it. I think there's a lot of smarter people that have said a lot of smarter things about it. You can definitely see that they shifted their thinking more to the American aesthetics, which is, I think, what a lot of people don't like. Okay. Yep. So we are now on Android. And for the player settings, AirCore supported. So I'm trying to remember, it's been a while since I've done AR Foundation setup. I remember at one point they're like, don't turn on AR Core. It's like, okay, for sure. So trying to remember if that's still the case or not. I guess we could always just try building and find out. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say building with Vulkan is not what they want. Pretty sure that's the case. I'm gonna delete the example assets just to make the next conversion process quicker. But rather than guessing and checking, I guess we'll just try building, and we'll find out that way. So let me find the other end of this quest link. I was doing some quest development the other night, and I'll plug that into my phone, and we'll just try adding this open scene as our project, and we'll test if that works. Okay, and now I'm going to make it so the USB tethering is more than just charging. Cool. Alright, and then going to change the name of this. That name is fine for now. How's our comm? Yeah, the comm is fine. Let's raise this Android level. Let's do at least that. Probably needs to be higher. But yeah, let's build. Let's see if it yells at me about Vulkan. I am expecting it to. But maybe I'm just getting confused with quest development. This guitar riff really sounds like another song in Thunder. Sampled it or something. Okay, well, so far it is not mad. Which is better than it being mad. The ideal result would be if it works. So we'll find out if it's just letting us through and it shouldn't have or not. So we'll find out. The first time you build a universal render pipeline project, if you had not dealt with the shader variants the first time, it's going to take a while. So IFC, on my side at least, my Twitch stream is frozen, so I don't know what's happening over there. I probably sound like a robot, but the computer's working real hard. It's pretty old at this point. I just saw that they announced the new series of graphics cards, so keeping my eye on them. I'm due for an upgrade, I suppose. I was trying to peel off I assume a mustache hair that was on there. I got a new beard trimmer recently, and I think it was last night I was trying to use it and it didn't go well, so now I am stubble boy. Alright, it's building the Gradle project, so we're almost in the home stretch here. And it's that time, everyone. Congratulations. Many happy returns. Alright, it's built. Let's find out. Okay, good. Do I get picture? No, it is a black screen. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm familiar with this issue. I'm familiar with this issue. What is the answer to this issue, though? That is the question. Yeah, I responded to a thread where this was the question, where you see a black screen when you build an AR Foundation project. And the answer was, I don't know, basically like, people eventually figure it out. This might be one of the reasons that I usually take a existing samples project and then just build from there, just to make sure the setup is fine. So let's see. Just gonna refresh Twitch just to see if I'm still streaming or if this is busted. No, we're good. We're back. Yeah, so don't tick the box. That's not it. Maybe I need to... Yeah, I don't know that I installed it, the AR Core kit, or AR Core package. Yeah, that's a major omission probably. So let's install that. Let's try that. I feel like just enough time goes between me doing these AR projects that I always have just enough time to forget the setup process each time. Fun stuff, fun stuff. Okay, cool. We have AR Core now in our project, so let's try building again. Building. Errors. Good. What would you like? Higher API level? Can do. Not a problem. So you want level 24? Oh, look, we're so close. We're so close. We're just one shy. All right. And how about now? Nope, it wants the Vulkan graphics gone. I was right about that. Okay. So this will be a minute. It's got to re-import all the packages again, or assets. And what else is around my desk? I found this hand sanitizer pen. I worked one summer as a Unity teacher for a camp that was being hosted at Stanford. And I guess when you're a Stanford student, you just get free stuff. So I took one too, because they were like, do you want a hand sanitizer pen? And I'm like, sure. So, you know, very useful in the world we live in now. Guess it's a good thing I held on to it. All right, cool. So we are now using OpenGL 3 instead of Vulkan as our graphics package. So things are happening, maybe. Looks like it's trying to build. And it's building. Cool. So hopefully we will see something on the screen when I build this time. Okay. We are building made with Unity. It sure is. Allow it to use picture. Good sign. I said allow, but it is still a black screen. So sometimes what this means is you need to go into the settings and then go to the permissions for that app and then make sure that it has the permission. Okay, no, it does have the camera permission. So that should have been enough. So let me try opening it one more time. Yeah, still a black screen. Close it. Open it fresh now that it has that permission. Definitely allowed. Yeah. Still no good. Okay. So let's see what other things were in that thread. One option definitely is we could just export the tiny work we've done in our project and import it into one of these sample projects, because then for sure it should be set up properly. Oh, you know what? I am in URP. I bet this is not built to support URP. Was that the case? Like if I go to the GitHub, I think they had URP on a separate branch. I think I was doing a project where I was trying to do URP and yeah, I had to basically just swap out my render pipeline back to standard, because what they're doing is they're taking the camera input and they are applying it to a texture on the screen, and that's what we're seeing. But the texture gets handled differently between the render pipelines. So yeah. Okay, well there's lightweight support. Did they talk about universal anywhere here? I'm almost positive this was updated to support Universal at one point, but that could have been back when it was lightweight, was the lower weight render pipeline. Okay, configuring with the Universal Render Pipeline. So additional documentation, AR Foundation. Oh, I see. Okay, so we need to make a custom renderer that will support the things this package needs, it looks like. Don't you love the future? Everything's more complicated than you think. Okay. So let's create a folder called rendering, like they're doing in this little tutorial here. And we're going to create a forward renderer asset. Renderer, yep, forward renderer. Universal forward renderer, I assume. Pipeline asset forward renderer. Are you a pipeline asset? You're a pipeline asset, okay. That sounds like I'm being defensive. Okay, so there's our pipeline asset. So then we want to go to the forward render itself. And add a render feature, okay. Onto render objects, I assume. Oh no, there's supposed to be another renderer feature. So I bet we need to go back and grab that from the other project. Okay, that's fine. So AR background renderer feature, that's what we're looking for. So I'm just gonna save this and back out, and we're gonna open up that other instance of the AR Foundation samples project. We'll try that out. I'm just gonna say it so that I'll hold myself accountable. In a half hour, I'm gonna stop streaming and go have some dinner, and then I'll come back. Okay, so we are looking for the AR background renderer feature. Love it. Where is this script hiding? AR Foundation Pipeline Asset. It might be the version of the project that I have downloaded there is old. It does not have that as something inside of it. So let's see if we can find it in here. Where would it be hiding? Assets. XR? I don't see a renderer folder, which is where I think it would be. Settings, that sounds right. No. Okay. Hot scripts. No, that's the standard script stuff. Out shaders. No. Buddy. AR camera background script. Okay. Alright. So, but it's in scripts. No. Okay, in this scene, what am I seeing? AR camera background. Edit script. Is there anything in here that looks like a custom renderer function? Yeah, this seems probably like what we want. It might just be an older version of it. Because if it is able to do what we want it to do, I would think Unity would be able to see it. But I don't think it did. So I'm just gonna... can I see where this script is from? Edit scripts, where are you at? You are in the packages, of course you are. Okay, well if that's the case, then it should be over there as well. So let's just do a sanity check. Let's just go back and let's take a look at what that looks like inside of our project. And yeah, if we don't fix this by the time I have dinner, we'll just go back to standard pipeline. I don't know that we necessarily need universal for anything besides just, it'd be nice to be able to use shader graph and VFX graph if we have time. That'd be cool. Okay, so use custom render asset. That's promising. I'm working on it. So is AR camera background the exact file we're looking for? AR background renderer feature. Okay, where do I get that from though? Let's maybe Google this since it seems kind of up in the air. Let's find out if anyone just asked about that. Okay. So it might be my foundation version is out of date, perhaps? Yeah, I'm on AR Foundation 2.18, so they want me to be... Whoa, that's a big jump, okay. We'll just jump up real quick. Hopefully this will still be compatible with AR Core. Cool. So that's done now. So now let's go to that renderer we were trying to make. And I still don't see that option though. Okay. Cool. So yeah, so now we have some compiler issues from the AR core package as expected. That's okay. So let's also upgrade the AR core package. It is also grossly out of date, apparently. Things I have on my desk. You ready? Ready for the surprise? Aha! Okay. Looks like that is compiled now. So moment of truth. Hey, there's an AR background renderer feature. Love it. So what do we do with this? Nothing. Okay. Access the graphics section of the project settings window. Select the universal render pipeline asset. I see. Okay, so it's already set up is what you're telling me? For sure. Let me give this a name so that it's like clear what this is. AR Foundation URP. You good? Should I not have? I don't mean to be so forward. also misspelled foundation there. Yeah, it doesn't seem happy with me because now I don't see it in the inspector when I click on it. Like if I hit open. Yeah, I think I broke the meta file. Okay, let's start from scratch. Jeez. We'll name it when we create it, and then we won't touch it again. That's what we'll do. Rendering. Barrel. So this would be AR foundation. Render. We'll say URB. And I did point again instead of EOL. Cool. Inspector, please show it. Thank you. Good. Background renderer feature. Cool. Do I need post-process data? Probably not. Cool. So then we'll go to build settings, player settings, quality, graphics. Low quality, I'm pretty sure it's going to use medium. Yes, medium. So, oh, I see. So we're swapping this. So that should be fine. Let's just change that here, and we'll change it there just to be sure. Okay, well, fingers crossed we will see something when this builds. Oh. Other things I have on my desk, I don't think the picture is updating. No, it is. I ended up buying some Gundam Blu-rays because I've started the Great Gundam Project podcast. So I have watched Mobile Suit Gundam, Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, and Mobile Suit Double Zeta Gundam. So I'm pretty deep in at this point, I think. It's now in the 80s, I think, show-wise. Yeah, that podcast definitely helps me enjoy the show. I don't know if I'd be watching otherwise, but I find I enjoy hearing people do close reads of media and, you know, their analysis thereof. Made with Unity, I am still getting a black screen. Cool. Alright, so just to amuse myself, I'm going to uninstall our app that we have here. Build and run, and then if none of this is working, then we'll just download a samples package project, make that our starting project, import our assets from here into there, build that, and if that doesn't work, yep. Okay, we're still getting a black screen, so I trust myself to debug it normally, but hey, we're on a jam schedule, so things are a bit tighter. So yeah, we'll just actually no, I need to have that project open so I can export things. Is this my... Oh, that's my rewards balance. I thought they included gamer score onto the start menu now. That would be hilarious. Honestly, do it. Let me see my gamer score. Let me see my gamer score when I press the start menu. Let everyone judge my gamer score. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we are exporting basically the code that we've written and prefabs and things that we've made from this project because we're moving. We're gonna make a package and then throw that into a AR Foundation sample package because I found that that's a decently quick way of getting around this black screen error. So hopefully this will work. Cool, so we have exported, yes. Cool. So let's go to the GitHub and let's download this project again. And I bet it will fight the other instances of this project that already exist here, probably. Yeah, it looks like there's already one here. Although it's called latest preview, maybe that's new. Cool, it's downloaded, so now we're going to extract it. Extract. Alright, now we're going to open that project. Don't get me. No? Refresh. Invalid project path. Oh, maybe I need to go one level deeper. Aha! Cool. Oh, it's on 2020. Okay. Sure. Why not? We're probably not going to do anything too funky, so we're good to leave the LTS version. It's okay. Yeah, so it's probably going to have to process for a while. Get that going. We do get to see one of the new features in 2020, which is it tells you how long it's loaded. I find it just kind of goes up though. But I guess it's better to have a number than to not have a number. But I don't like that it goes up. I want my numbers to go down when I'm waiting on them. Other things I have on my desk. We have this lovely 3D print of a cactus from Everybody's Sad that my friend Evie made. She also plays the cactus and she modeled the cactus, so this is very much her, I suppose. And just a roast for my buddy Evie. She wears black quite a bit of goth in her, so also fitting, I suppose. Although we need to give her like blue hair there, that'd be fun. Alright, we have the weirdest swag I ever got from a convention. Flashlight there, and then it's a multi-tool. Yeah, this is like testosterone incarnate or something, I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, cool. So the project is loaded up and looks like we're in the night mode version by default for sure. So, let's see if everything is just configured properly. I don't know why it wouldn't be. No, not quite. We are not having Android as our default. So, I'm gonna take out basically all these scenes. We don't need most of these. We just want to place on a plane. That's all we're looking for here. That is all we're looking for. Nope. This sounds cool. It really does sound quite cool. But that's not what we're doing. That's all we want. Feathered planes. Cool. And then we're going to switch our platform to Android, which I suspect will take a while just because there's a lot of other projects in here. So, yeah. I see we're coming up on 5 soon, so I could just end the stream, but let's be optimistic and say this will swap over before 5. We can test it. We'll see if the feathered plane spawns how we want. Yeah, so let's try that. I'm fiddling with this guitar pick here. I bought a bunch of guitar picks when I got my guitar, which, it's actually maybe out of frame. It's usually right behind me. But kind of just been using this one that came with it for guitar, so it's been fine. Other things on my desk tour, which I guess I'm doing while this loading bar is happening. I have a bunch of tokens from an arcade in town. That I went to like right before quarantine started. So now I just have a bunch of tokens that I'm questionably ever going to get to use, but I got them. That's cool. I can confirm they don't work in the quarter slot on the laundry machine. I tried. What else? We have a pin for the game We Should Talk. They just launched. Go check them out. Getting some narrative awards. What else we got? We got some stickers. We have Professional Froggy. And then we have Friday Night Froggy. Oh, this one looks like it got a little damaged in the sun. I had it hanging with my plants in the window before the plants died, but there's Bernie with a cat. Yeah, I like that. Here's the, I think this is supposed to be the mic stand, but it's quite low. It doesn't go as high up as I need for streaming. So now it's just here for me to fiddle with. Cool. Did we do it? We did it. Let's see how we're looking. Okay, going to player settings. Don't auto graphics. Cool. It's using OpenGL. We're good. Nougat. Cool. I'm just gonna say, let's change this to have the same stuff as before. And does that automatically update the comm now? It does not. What did I do? I did 2020 Summer Jam 3. Cool. So there's the COM. The COM is important because if you have a lot of projects with that COM, like I do, because this has been the quickest workaround I've found for this black screen issue, it will overwrite your existing apps on the phone. So I have a couple things on there that I would like to save if I can. So we're going to make this UCSC Summer Jam 3 samples, I guess, because why not? So this will be UCSC Summer 2020 Summer Jam 3 APK. Well, okay, well, then put it in there. Oh, great. Let me go to Unity Hub. Do I not have the JDK installed for 2020? That would not surprise me. No, I do. What's the problem? Oh, maybe I didn't. Okay. So we're going to add the JDK real quick. Oh, already installed? Okay, we'll save the show and tell for the next loading bar we get. Because it's coming. There's always another loading bar. Come on, dude, it's right there. Edit. Preferences, external tools. JDK, where's the JDK? Didn't I do that? Install the recommended version using Unity Hub, yeah. Maybe if I close and then reopen, it will know it exists. Could always downgrade this project, but I bet it would get mad. Cool, build, please build. Thank you. Come on. Did I not install the JDK? Is that not what that was? I'm just going to watch it this time. I found for some installs it will be told to do a thing and then it won't. And then I have to tell it to do it a couple times. So I'm just going to watch it. I realized the music stopped. So let me find that music. It's YouTube. They don't think I'm listening and enjoying this lo-fi music as much as I should be. Okay, so it's maybe installed now. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh yeah, look, it's trying to use 2019.3's JDK instead of 2020. Why? What was that path? hold on. Let's get this path. Let's see where it looks, and then we'll redirect it. Okay. So it is in Playback Engines, Android Player. Oh, okay, so we gotta back up a bit. So we gotta go to 2020.1 editor data. playback engines, Android player, open JDK, select. So yeah, I see what you're saying about there not being a JDK installed there. I see that. However, I've said to please install it at least a couple times now. Add module. There's the module we want to add. So let's just uncheck it real quick. Check it again just to make sure that it gets added. And then we're gonna watch it pretend to do it. All right, we have reached the dinner time. So, if this doesn't install, we're gonna leave, go have dinner, come back. But we'll see this out. I would like to have this install nicely. I'd like to build, and I would like to see projects. So I think it said installed there, which I don't think I saw that text before, so that gives me hope. So now if I browse to... cool. So it just automatically changed this path to say 2020.1. I'm missing the recommend JDK, am I? Because you said it was fine. I hope this doesn't mean I need to like uninstall and then reinstall 2020 through Hub to get this to work. That would really be annoying. Yeah, like let's just see. Like if I go here and then I say add modules, you're gonna say JDK is not installed. Yeah, it's just like installing it and then not doing it. Cool. For sure. So pretty sure then if I copy this path and then go there, it's going to be empty again. Yeah. Okay, so it's just not installing JDK for 2020. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do is I'm going to go eat dinner, and then while that's happening, I'm going to reinstall 2020 and make sure it has that JDK on the initial install, because for whatever reason it is not letting me add it as a module after the fact. So yeah, so I think when we come back we should be good to go in 2020.1, hopefully. Yeah, setting up AR stuff, always trickier than you'd think, at least the way I'm doing it. So if there's a better way, I would love to know it. But yeah, I'm gonna go dip out, gonna get some food in me. Yeah, keep having a good Saturday out there. It's a little hotter around here. I know it's plenty hotter other places, so stay cool, stay hydrated if you can. Yeah, see you in a bit.